Canada is renowned for its beauty, warm hospitality, diverse heritage, its international leadership, technological savvy, and of course, great hockey. Few people, however, realize that education is one of Canada's great offerings. From liberal arts universities to major research centers, Canada's higher education system offers over 10,000 graduate and undergrad programs, as well as a variety of certificate and professional degree programs.
I was born and raised in California. I moved to Montreal at 17 years old, and I did my undergraduate at McGill in environmental science, and then I've continued with my graduate studies at the University of Montreal. The biggest advantage was economic. When the decision came for me to do my graduate studies here, finances played a very important part. I feel like I've had a lot of room and flexibility in my research, and I think it's given me space to grow.
Considered equivalent to its American counterparts, Canadian universities are renowned for their high standard of academic excellence. Organized under provincial jurisdiction, it's Canada's provinces who ensure that high education standards are maintained through regular monitoring, audits, and transfer of education funding. Because of these high standards, some of the most recent breakthroughs in research and development have occurred at Canadian universities.
The bilingualism of Canada was actually one of the things that attracted me to it. I had studied French, and so that was one of the reasons why I came to Montreal, was to improve my French. And that's why I continued at a French university. I work in international health, so it opens up two worlds to me. I have access to both the Anglophone part of the world and Francophone parts of the world, and I do find that to be extremely advantageous.
Among Canada's circle of premier business universities is HEC Montreal. It's here that Thomas White of Grand Rapids, Michigan, is making phenomenal strides in his future.
What attracted me to Canada, and specifically HEC Montreal, is I looked at the top 10 cities in the world and the top 10 programs. And what I found was HEC Montreal fit that bill. And when you look at the fraction of the costs compared to a U.S. school and the quality of the education, the quality of the staff, it was a pretty unique choice for me.
I chose to come to Canada to study because here in Montreal I have the opportunity to experience two different cultures and also learn two different languages at the same time. This has posed a very interesting challenge to my personal learning because you get to know two different points of views of Canadians. Even though they're in the same territory, they do share different values.
One of the misconceptions of an education abroad has been price. Many parents are put off by the expenses and high tuition of universities outside the United States, believing they would be more than in or out of state private tuition. In fact, Canada's education system, infrastructure, and high living standard allow for a first-class education at an affordable cost. International students also have the opportunity to work on campus as part of a cooperative program offered by their respective university. Eligible students are now able to apply for an off-campus work permit, facilitating valuable work experience during full-time studies or for up to 3 years upon graduation. These new off-campus employment regulations create a unique Canadian opportunity to gain an internationally recognized degree with sound international work experience, quite an edge up. Education is becoming a vital tool in a market that's becoming increasingly global. Students that possess adaptable skills and intercultural competencies will have a competitive advantage that will open doors. The high standard of education, warm multicultural environment, student-focused teaching, program diversity, relative safety, beautiful environment, and affordability are all reasons students and parents have given as reasons they have chosen Canada. for their university education.
I'm very satisfied with my experience at HEC. The most important aspect is that the reality meets the perception. And here the education is phenomenal, the student body is phenomenal, the staff is phenomenal, and I was actually really impressed with the businesses that they bring in physically that come and recruit here, similar to what I expect back home in the U.S.
In terms of the academic learning, I think McGill really fulfills the highest standards worldwide because it's a very reputable university in the world. And our professors have great experience. A lot of them have written books, and they have been members of international organizations, and they've been in the field, so they know what they're talking about.